Hi guys, so a video just to show you how to set up and use the video analysis feature in Passcode Capstone. So the first thing you're going to have to do is record a video of some motion and then get it, to where you can upload it into the software. So I recorded my daughter walking by, and so now I'm gonna import that. Your screen is going to look a little different because I have the newest version. You guys don't. So basically over here, you don't need to use any of these templates, but over on the right hand side you should see a video analysis little icon, and if you just grab that and drag it over, you can see I can put it wherever I want. And so these little gray boxes, you can see it fills, like this would be half of the left screen, the full screen, and so on. You could always resize it later, but I'm just going to put it on the whole thing. And then you'll get to this menu which says like open movie file, capture video, and capture with sensor. So capture video, you could actually do it with your laptop. So if you did that, you can use your laptop camera to record, and then the video will just come straight into the software. I'm actually just going to open a movie file, and so here's the one that I recorded. And so you can see, so it's going to open up and it's going to have a couple features that we need to look at. One is the XY coordinate system. Remember, we always do XY. And so the other is this little tool. I know it's hard to see. Let me move it over. And what this is a calibration tool. And so we need to tell the software like how high or how long something is. You see how it says like 1 meter? And we can edit that. Like maybe it's 1.5 meters. And it needs that because in the video it's going to pull out position and velocity and acceleration. And so we have to give it the scale. So one way of doing that is to put something in the video that you know the height of, like a meter stick or something like that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to forward, because I know it's how my daughter is. So right there, she's about standing straight. So more or less, but you want to be more accurate when you do this. Now this is in meters, so I need to convert that. So that's about she's about 1.6 meters tall. What I recommend is you get something that you really know. So if you're going to do a video with you in it, stand up straight and tall, and then mark yourself. Okay, so now I can go back because we have that marked, and I can just leave that there, so we're not concerned with it. And what I want to do is I want to start when she is in the frame, so when we can measure it. By the way, so these things, we could actually rotate these, like we were working at some angle or something like that, but I'm going to be going straight across, so I'll just leave it horizontal. And then I'll go maybe another step. If you use this, it'll go frame by frame, this button. So once she's in the picture, then we're going to start tracking it. Okay, so we got to tell the software how to track. And that's up here. By the way, if you don't see all these buttons, you just push this one over here, which is the video analysis. But what we're going to do is we're going to track. And so if I click, and for her I'm going to do it about center of mass. So I'll just click right here, and it puts a little dot. And so then I can do it again. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do her. I'm going to do her nose. That way I can always do the same spot. So if I just click, and then it's going to move forward 1 frame, and then you click again. So what we're doing is we're just tracking the software. Tracking the motion. And this will allow the software to then calculate the velocity. Like we're marking all the different positions. It's getting a little hard to see in this. So you want to do this in a well-lit area and have something contrasting behind it. So a wall or something like that. Anyway. Oh, she dipped her head. Anyway, just remember it's one-dimensional, so we want to keep it kind of moving in that direction. Okay, I'm just going to stop there. Okay, so, like now I'm done analyzing the motion. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shrink this a little bit, because there's the video. And in fact, for this one, maybe I'll make it like this, just so that it's a little bigger. Doesn't matter. Now, you know what, I'm going to make it small, just so it's out of the way. So there's probably a couple graphs that I would want to look at. So the graphs are up at the top, and again, you just click and drag it over. I'm going to do 2 graphs. So I'm going to put one up here, and then I'm going to put one down here. That one's too small, so we'll just make it a little bigger. And these things, because you can move everything and resize it. Okay, so on this graph, what I want to do is I want to create a position versus time graph. And so over here on select measurement, you can click this button, and this allows you to go in and select what you want to graph. And so I'm working in video analysis, and you can see there's object 1, and if you hover, then it opens up your x position, y position, your velocity in the x and y, and your acceleration in the x and y. And so I want to do the position in the x direction. So if I click that, and then it automatically puts time down here. If it doesn't put time, then you just select it and go to time, and it'll put it. So there's your graph. We kind of want to, it's a little bit too small. When we graph stuff, we want it to cover most of the screen. So to zoom, all you do is you click and drag. So I'll just click this and drag it out, and then I can move the whole thing back over here, and then I can make this bigger to stretch it. Just keep doing it. So there we go. That looks pretty good. See, a lot easier to see now, and it looks almost like a line. So it seems like this is a constant velocity. Because this is linear, and we can check that by doing the velocity. So down here I'll select measurement, object 1, and put the velocity in the x direction over time. Now you see how it's all scattered and stuff, but again, let's zoom in on it a little bit. Drag it over, zoom in, drag it over. So it seems, it kind of jumps around, but this is real data. This is what it looks like. So one of the things that we can do is we can actually put a line through this. That's linear regression, and you can do that with this button right here. It has like this little thing. You do the little drop down. Oops, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. It's which one is? Oh, it's this one right here. The line through the dots. And if you open it, you have all these different options. And we would want to do a linear. So if I do a linear, it puts it through it. And then it tells me, the slope and all of that stuff. Anyway, this is how you're going to do it. So just, you don't have to do this, but just take a video, track it, and then create a graph or two, and then take a screenshot of this and submit it.